Hey everyone, this is Walter, and we're back here to read some more posts and stories from Reddit. This is yet another video about the nice guys. Nice guys are men who pride themselves on being very nice and doing things like opening doors and giving gifts. But it's an act with the men that we'll be looking at today, and they're not actually all that nice. You'll see if you don't already know, but let's just get into it with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. The first one is a real epic. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I just want to apologize for coming across not respecting the boundary you have set. While I'm not going to hide the fact that I don't care about the existence of your boyfriend, nor do I care about his feelings, I do care about how you feel, and I want you to know that I respect your decisions, which is why I thought it's very important for me to write this letter. And I also want you to know how I think, and hopefully you can somewhat understand me better. This is literally something I thought of while I was drinking last night, and I thought this thought process made a lot of sense. So here's my analysis. I realized that you have decided to completely ignore my texts, and I wasn't sure why. I did bring this up last time we had a talk, and while you never really addressed it, you didn't make any excuses either. Based on this, I conclude that you have made a decision to stop texting me. You also mentioned that you can't hang out right now, but we can still hang out. I translated that statement as, we can't hang out one-on-one, but we can still hang out in a group setting, which is why I decided to plan the hangout session with others on the St. Patrick's Day. You didn't show up. You didn't answer my text either. I thought I met the minimum requirement for us to hang out, but clearly I was wrong. This fucking guy met the minimum requirement. He thinks life is a video game or something. Oh, I presented my 8 badges. Now you have to come hang out with me. I get the feeling we're about to see a lot more logical thinking here. Based on this, I came to a conclusion that you have decided that you simply can't hang out with me while you are in a relationship. But why? Then I remember what you said in the text. You said that I'm in a relationship and I can't hang out with you as friends. I did ask what you meant by we can't hang out as friends, which you answered with it's because you don't feel comfortable with my flirting. I thought that answer made no sense, so I kept trying to come up with the actual meaning. The reason why that statement makes no sense is because I read how girls would say they want to hang out with a guy just as friends as a way to shut a guy down. But no, you didn't say that, even though you could. I thought that you could have mistyped it, but if you had mistyped it, you would have addressed it when I asked you, and based on your level of vocabulary and how fast you can finish the discussion section of chemistry homework, it's clear that writing is your second nature. I conclude that it was your way of implying that you also like me, because if you don't feel the same way, you could have just said I don't feel the same way. Wow, this is crazy. If a woman says I'm not comfortable being alone with you because you flirt with me, I would consider that pretty damning toward my chances with her. However, this guy has logicked his way into thinking it means she actually likes him. I'm not following the logic, but he is trying to explain it. I also assume that the reason why you can't hang out or text me is because you perceive any communication with me at this point outside of class as a form of dishonesty to your boyfriend. If my analysis is wrong, then please disregard this letter. This email never existed, and this letter is written by a bot posing as me. I'm kidding. If I'm wrong, then it's okay. Nobody's hurt. Life goes on. Deja vu? Assuming my analysis is correct, I want you to know that I respect your decision. You are definitely a catch, and any guy would be lucky to have you. You are probably thinking, why can't he just go and find some other girls? After all, there is plenty of fish on the sea. Yes, there is plenty of fish on the sea. But there is a reason why Nemo is an icon, and Disney's Finding Nemo is one of the most popular animated movies out there. That's like asking, why is the movie titled Finding Nemo instead of Finding a Clownfish? Yes, there are many clownfishes, but there is only one Nemo. To begin with, why did Marlin try to find Nemo with the help of Dory? Dory is definitely not the sharpest tool in the box. Wow, he's really running with this Finding Nemo analogy. This is going on way too long. How logical. If anything, she slowed down the process of finding Nemo. If they were any later, that girl with braces would have killed Nemo. Thanks to her, Disney is given the opportunity to create a sequel to the movie. Finding Dory? Are you kidding me? I would rather they made a sequel about Lion King or Disney's Tarzan. Moreover, it's because... Oops, sorry, I got distracted. But to my point, why I'm pursuing you instead of going for other girls. The truth is, you are right. There are many very attractive women out there. But they are no Nemo, lol. Okay, no more movie references. I may have flirted with many girls, but the number of girls I have romantically interested in can be counted with both hands. I have only approached girls who I find attractive with a great personality, and I won't settle for less. Of all the girls I have been romantically interested in, you are the first to give me the feeling of an instant connection, almost like an electric shock. I think Ash could vouch for me, as he had a similar experience when he first met Pikachu. Literally. Pika-Chu. Oh my god, when I made the badge reference, I had no fucking idea he was actually going to bring Pokemon into this. Brilliant. Basically, this letter is my way of saying, I hope you have a great spring break and see you back in class. P.S. I'm not sure how comfortable you feel about the class, but please let me help if you are struggling in the class. I really want to help you, not because I want you to like me, but because I genuinely want to see you doing well in class. Last but not least, please don't hate me. That is essentially the most pathetic way to end a letter. This guy really needed someone to tell him not to send this. It's extremely painful. Dude, what's with guys always saying, this makes no logical sense, when a girl tells him something like, I can't hang out with you, or it makes me uncomfortable. Based on OP, it legit goes, woman, here's the reason I'm uninterested. Man, hang on, let me check with the bros. Okay, we all agree that you're confused, because women never say that. He literally mentally jumping jacked his way into, you said we can't hang out, and my flirting makes you uncomfortable, but you never said you didn't like me, therefore, you like me. Like, what the fuck? How can anyone be this ignorant and not understand the whole concept of letting someone down gently? She has to see him in class and stuff anyway, so the last thing she wants to do is make it any more uncomfortable for herself. What a duck. No way did this man seriously write out an essay? He wrote multiple essays. This is just the first one she sent me. No girls interesting in me at all? So what's problem? I'm 42 male, very good in everything in life, like work and money, well-shaped in body, no any health issues, tall and very well looking to myself, loving life and grateful of it. Very active and positive. I have my own brand new house and car, and I'm really confident to approach women and talking to them either online/phone or face-to-face. But the thing I can't understand is after trying and approaching and talking to girls that I like them and want to be friends or so, they just rejecting me quickly and even won't talk, even they running away of me. Or even they giving me their phone number, but when I text them or call them, they no answer. I don't know this problem I have since I'm child teenage and still now. I have using too many tricks to make a girl interested in me, but nothing work, such as perusing them for months and trying to still same. Sometimes I feel my head almost explode just like a bomb. I don't understand. I don't know why all of them are treating same and answering same. Just looks like they all talk to each other to give the same answer to me. Why all of my trying is fault and unsuccessful? I know very well that girls just interested to liars, cheaters, bad and lazy asshole, and smelly rude men. Even I tried this, but still doesn't work. Well, nothing worked to me. At the end now, after 42 years, I understand that's just a chance and luck. I think I'm just not lucky about that. That's it, otherwise I can't find any other reason. Do your guys think I'm right or what? That was a particularly well-written post, wasn't it? So he tried being smelly and rude and women still didn't like him? Now how could that be? No, how could he be the problem? Of course, in our annual women meeting, we all agreed to be against him and resist his charm. Same how we all only want douchebags, because we are all one and the same. This next guy thinks 2023 is looking pretty bleak. Hi, here's the honest truth in 2023. Men don't respect women that have a high body count/hookups, especially the modern day feminist mindset. I'm all for women's rights, but what it's become now is not acceptable. Definitely the problem is not them. You keep picking the bad boys, hot sexy men, and think they're gonna commit. They are not. They have options. Date in your league. Every woman thinks she's a 10 these days. That's not reality. 2 pounds of makeup with filter pics don't make you a 10. We men don't take women over 30 or divorced or with kids seriously. That's an automatic pump dump. We want a fertile women, young in her prime, not drama, masculine, damaged women. It's just a headache for us. If you fall in this category, then stop picking guys out of your league and don't put too many requirements on us. And when we come home from a hard day's work, don't complain, don't stress us out. We want to come home to our happy place, not complaints, etc. Home-cooked meals served daily after I get out of the shower. Biggest tip is we not equal. There can only be one person to lead the relationship. That's the man. It's impossible to be equal. There can't be 2 leaders. This don't apply to all men. Weak, soft men, they will be your doormat, not real men. Look, I'm not going to be someone's doormat, but I don't want my partner to let me walk all over them either. Only nice guys think in absolutes. He says we men don't take women over 30 seriously. You should stop speaking for half the people in the world if you're gonna say stupid shit like that, you twerp. Weak, soft men. We got a badass over here. I always chuckle at these creepy posts about how the ideal woman is a 20-something personal doormat with conservative values. Like, do they not realize these type of women marry early and most of the time marry with people in their small social circles? Here's the honest truth in 2023. This guy is single. Also 2024, 2025, 2026. I don't know why you girls are so repulsed by me. It doesn't make sense. I do everything I can to appear attractive to you. I dress nice. My sunglasses here, $300, Giorgio Armani. I'm sophisticated, magnificent. I have a nice car, a BMW. I am polite. I am the ultimate gentleman, and yet you girls will never give me a chance. I don't know why. I think this is an exact quote from the Supreme Gentleman, St. Elliot Rodger. It's worth reading, though. What a jackass. Okay, I'm running out of posts here, so let's read a story. Oh god, it's in one horrible paragraph. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Nice guy friend tried to protect my virtue because he thinks I'm going to cheat on partner. This happened a couple of years ago, but I was recently reminded of it and thought it belonged here. It might not be a very interesting story, but I think it's too wild not to post. So to set the scene, I was 20-something, and at the time had just started to see someone earlier that year. The relationship was great and we were really vibing and I was super happy. So it's late March and another friend's birthday is coming up, and I had organized a small surprise get-together at my place, comprised of our friend group. Now the nice guy in this story hadn't been in the group quite as long as everyone else, so we didn't really know him very well, and honestly he gave me creep vibes the moment I met him. The night of the party comes and people start rocking up, including my ex-boyfriend. We were trying to stay friends at that point. The night's going well and then my ex comes to me and says he wants to talk. I think he was having relationship problems and wanted someone to talk to. I say sure, let's chat and start heading to the bedroom. I told my partner I was going to chat to ex and they were fine with this. This is when shit hit the roof. Nice guy steps in front of me and tries to stop me. I can't remember everything said, but it went along the lines of, nice guy. I can't let you do that, OP. Me, what, why? Nice guy, because you shouldn't be alone with another guy in a bedroom while in a relationship. Me, we literally just gonna talk, what the fuck? Nice guy, but you might cheat on your partner. I'm just trying to protect your virtue. I'm sorry, what? Like, first of all, how dare you insinuate I would cheat on my partner at all? I have never cheated in a relationship, ever. Not that nice guy had known me long enough to know that, but protecting my virtue, what the actual fuck? The whole thing turned into an argument where nice guy tries to defend himself by saying things like, oh, I'm just looking out for you, or I don't want your partner to be hurt. I don't think that's any of your damn business, my guy. Eventually we kick him out, but not before he had a meltdown because he was just trying to do the right thing and couldn't understand why I was so pissed at him. Thankfully he left. Unthankfully not before he also tried to force his friend in my stairwell while they made it very clear they weren't into it. Thankfully we aren't friends anymore, but every time I think about that encounter I cringe so hard. Protecting her virtue. How fucking insulted must she have felt? I'd be pretty annoyed with this bullshit. They're adults, they can do whatever they want without your chivalry having to step in. Like anyone can't see his real motives. I bet he went home cursing the world about how he tried to be a hero and got shot down. No reflection whatsoever. Yeah, for sure he did. Alright, one more post, and it's from Certified King of the Nice Guys, Russell Greer. It is a very old post though, just in case you're wondering. For some reason I found this commenter to be more intriguing than the actual story. What intrigued me was her all men are bad comment narrative. I guess my advice is for women to stop being like Sharon. Like always, I had to lay down the law. My epic reply to her. I'm sorry, Sharon, but reading your post really offends me. First of all, I'm sorry to hear that you've had bad experiences, but please don't paint with a broad brush all men, or women, who you've had bad dating experiences with, and label everybody else as the same. I am a working professional with a facial paralysis. Let me tell you, dating has been hard. I don't know when my last date was, just because people are so focused on the outward appearance. I'm not that bad looking either, at least for a guy with a rare paralysis. Russ usually says he's a 9 somehow. I guess he's being humble here. Regardless that I have a college degree and that I work at the gym and that I have entertainment ambitions, women don't want to date me because of how I look. Tinder, 0 success. In-person dating, 0 success. I'm friendly, happy, outgoing, etc. And women still screw me over royally. Whenever I hear horror stories like yours, it kills me inside. I would give anything to have a girlfriend. I would be loyal and I would listen. I would give every ounce of energy in me for that one person. I guess my advice to you is to stop being picky. Stop focusing on outward appearances. Start looking for things that matter, education, careers, and maybe you'll find a guy, or woman, who isn't an incomplete individual. I just have to wonder, how is focusing on career and education any less shallow than focusing on looks? It's just in a different direction. People can have whatever requirements they want, and I don't think for 1 second that Russell's looks are the worst thing about him. Not even close. This whole post basically boils down to not all men. Well anyway, that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say about the posts or about my content in general, please let me hear about it in the comments. I'll be around reading them while it's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing, because I need to make some progress on my channel for once. Now it's time to shout out my amazing patrons once again. They give me money over on Patreon every month so I can keep going with my content. Really helps out, thanks. Jimmo, Ennui Blue, Levon, Maxo11X, MDB3000, Chris Sturman, Bumbus McDunga, Alberto 2001, Bethy Williams, Big Mike Shirley, Cacti Lady Wither, Cho, Daniel Della Penna, Don Smith, Deborah Douglas, Dev Notes, welcome, good to have you. Leanne Summers, Ouroboros, Sammy, Sandy Man, Sazandora, welcome as well. V stands for Wernology, William Ash, Zephyrin, Psychic Kumquat, Alex Anakin, Alan Fang, Francois Tremblay, Knit1 Code 2, Lil Spoon, Molly Mayhem, S. Johnson, and Petulant Panda. Thanks once again. Weird how I gain patrons when I actually do some work, isn't it? Well, have a great day, everyone, and lower your standards. Russell only wants 10s, so date him, or you're the one who's shallow somehow.